Alrighty, let's head over and make our official picks, folks. We reacted and predicted to the lines last night. We slept on them, and man, oh man, we are feeling absolutely great about these picks tonight. May even do a bonus pick. We may do a bonus pick, maybe a little seventh bonus pick, because I'm feeling pretty good on this one with the spread, and I think I'm gonna say it, but I'll decide as we're doing the rest of the picks. But let's see what we did last week. Let me get my picks up from last week. Here we go. Last week, our locks were Cowboys -4.5. They get that. We had the Saints -7. Saints, we are off the Saints. Now, there is cause for concerns on the Saints team, and we're going to tell y'all this when we do our picks a little bit later. And then we had the Broncos +1. Teddy Bridgewater gets knocked out of the game, so what happens in the grand scheme of things? Yeah, we got it wrong, but something happened there. All right, and then our 99% guarantees, Lions +3. They had it, but they just could not get it going, and turned the ball over way too much. We had the Chiefs -6.5, and they won by more than that, so that was a hit. And then we had the Browns -2, and I believe that hit as well, correct? Browns won? Yeah, they won 14-7. So we, what did we go, 3 for 3 last week? That's not good enough for us, folks. So we did our due diligence, and we're ready to go 6 for 6 this week, folks. So buckle up, because we are about to hit. So here we go. We do 6 picks every single week, folks. 3 picks in our locks category. We feel so great about these. These will hit, so go ahead and bet whatever you want on them. They're going to hit, folks. There is no risk to y'all. These are locks, folks. Come on. We just told y'all we hit 1 of 3 for our locks last week. These are locks, folks. They will hit. And then our 99% guarantees. We feel very strongly about these picks as well, but can see maybe, potentially, possibly one thing that potentially maybe goes wrong that derails our pick, but overall, if these teams do what they're supposed to do, these picks are definitely going to hit as well. So let's get right into it with our locks category. And our first pick in our locks category is going to be the Panthers -3. I know we just took the Cowboys -4.5 last week when they faced the Panthers and called that a lock. I get it. And I've been kind of clowning Sam Darnold a little bit. I'm not going overboard. I mean, I'm accurately knocking Sam Darnold. But yeah, Panthers -3 here. Panthers at home, fantastic. This Panthers defense, and I've never, when we've been kind of knocking this Panthers team overall, we've never said anything bad about the defense. The defense is the best thing about this Panthers team, folks. Sam Darnold, game managing quarterback, not above average, he's just an average quarterback, average game managing quarterback. He's going to get Christian McCaffrey back this week. I'm kind of surprised because Christian McCaffrey news kind of just broke maybe like 40 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, an hour ago, but he is going to be playing this week, folks. So I thought the spread would maybe change by half a point, but it's still -3. So yeah, I'll take that value. Absolutely. So Panthers -3 at home. And it's not that I don't like this Eagles team. And I'm glad that the Eagles offense got, that 30-point performance last week. Even though it was a loss, it was still a great building and stepping stone here for this Eagles offense because they were able to kind of score the ball. That was kind of one of our concerns. They weren't able to score the ball and not able to get it done in the red zone. And they were able to kind of do both of those against the Chiefs last week. So that was huge. But now they have this Panthers defense. And I don't know if this Eagles offense is going to be that great against this Panthers defense. So I don't think the Eagles are going to be putting up that many points. I don't think the Panthers are going to be like blowing out this team. I don't think they put up like 40 points or anything like that. But I just think the Eagles are going to struggle to score here. Sam Darnold has his dink and dunk champ back with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. And, he's just coming off of a loss against a good team. So they all want to kind of get back on track. And did we say already they're back at home? Got to take the -3 here. Absolutely love it here. And this is no disrespect to the Eagles. I still think this Eagles team has something to really show here as the season progresses. And I think they will kind of fight at the end of the season to try and maybe win the division. It's going to be hard with the Cowboys, but maybe kind of find their way into a wild card spot. I just don't think this is the week. Real kind of tough 2 weeks here for this Eagles team, having to face the Chiefs, having to face the Panthers. Hopefully their schedule gets a little bit easier, but for this week, we're taking the Panthers -3. Alrighty, our next lock here in our locks category is the Chiefs. Oh my God, even better. Ooh, I love it. Better value. Lock this in, because I don't know why. Why are y'all big on the Bills, folks? Come on. Can we be a little serious? I know Josh Allen was good last year. I don't know if he's so great this year. The Bills defense is fantastic, folks. I'm not going to say they're not. But what have we been saying? We watch this Bills team every single week, folks. What have we said? Y'all know what we've said. We've said it every day because we see the same thing by this Bills team through the first 4 weeks. They leave the door open, folks. They leave the door open in the first half. Against the Dolphins, they left the door open in the first half. The only reason why they put up 14 points in that first half against the Dolphins was because they got great starting field position. They started at like midfield for both of those touchdown drives. What happened when they had to go the entire length of the field? They couldn't in the first half. Unfortunate. If Tua was in the game, it would have been a more competitive game. But in the end, everybody just sees, oh, blowout Bills. They're a great team. Then what happened last week? Once again, they left the door open against the Texans. What did they put up? Like 16 points in the first half? Was it that many? Let me double check these numbers quickly. Last week in the first half, the Buffalo Bills put up 16 points. Now, that's good. It's still solid, but it's against the Texans. Y'all don't think they should have been up like 24-0 and still left the door open if Tyrod Taylor was out there? Once again, no quarterbacks here the Bills have faced, and they faced the Steelers week 1 and lost to them. Now we know the Steelers are a bad team, so it's like, what are we doing here with the Bills? I get the defense is great, and I know this Bills team is one of the tier 1 teams in this league, but they have to go and face the Chiefs on the road on Sunday Night Football. Their first true test on the road. And I know everybody's saying, oh, this Chiefs defense isn't great, but was the Texans defense anything special? Why do they not really kind of get it done in the first half? So if they leave the door open here against the Chiefs, I can guarantee you Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid will scheme their way into winning the game. And did you just see the Chiefs last week? They scored a touchdown on every single possession besides the one interception, folks. I get it. I'm just saying, every other possession, a touchdown. You know how hard that is? Josh Allen has never done that. Josh Allen is still settling for field goals in the red zone. So, Chiefs here at home. Big. Everybody's keeping it cool, calm, collected here in Buffalo. Oh, this is just a normal game. Trying to be all on their Billy B's out here. Hey, we're just on to the next one. This is the biggest game because this is the next game. Who cares that this is a rematch of the AFC Championship game from last season? Well, everybody else is kind of saying it like that, but everybody with the Bills, they're like, no, it's just another game. So I don't know if that's the right decision right here, especially of how this Bills team has been playing this season so far. But I'm taking the Chiefs here, -2.5. I believe in this Bills team. I believe they are a good team, but I don't think they're ready to compete with this Chiefs team. Not yet this early on this season. They need to figure out their offense, and Josh Allen needs to get up to what he was last season, and he's not there yet. So Chiefs -2.5, I think, is the best value of the entire week, folks. I'm going to call it right now. Chiefs -2.5 is the best bet of the week. Bills +2.5, there's no value there, folks. There is zero value there. If they were getting like 7, all right, now that's some great value. I may take the Bills +7. But this +2.5, that's nothing great value. And I think this may be a little bit of a sucker bet. I'm sorry. We'll see come Monday, but I'm taking the Chiefs -2.5. Best bet of the week. The lock of the locks. Do I dare say that? I dare say that. Lock of the locks right there. Alrighty, and then our last pick here in our 99 or in our lock section is Cardinals -4.5. This offense, folks, we love it. We just made this Cardinals team the #1 team in our power rankings on Tuesday's show. They beat the Rams last week. Fantastic. And that offense, man, they made no mistakes. They made mistakes offensively in weeks 2 and 3. And they came back from behind. We love that. They're finding ways to win, coming down from behind and winning, getting out to good starts like they did against the Rams last week, and still winning and maintaining that lead throughout the entire game and not letting the Rams really move the ball in the red zone at home. That was absolutely fantastic. Now this Cardinals team is at home this week. They're against division rival, the 49ers. So once again, it should still be a good game, but Jimmy Garoppolo's a little banged up. He is practicing today. He didn't practice yesterday. So today's the first day he's actually practicing. So I'm sure he will be good to go by Sunday. But I mean, you're going to have J.J. Watt and, Chandler Jones chasing you all over the field. So if he gets knocked out of the game and Trey Lance has to show up, we're not believing in Trey Lance. We just saw him last week. That wasn't anything great. I don't think he's ready to start quite yet out here. So this Cardinals team at home, the offense should be rocking and roaring, getting the ball down the field. Kyler Murray can't be brought down in this 49ers offense. We're not really believing in it too much with a knocked up Jimmy G. And if Trey Lance has to show up, the Cardinals are winning by 40 points, no problem. So loving the Cardinals here. They keep it up, and we'll swallow the 4.5 there. So our 3 locks are Panthers -3, Chiefs -2.5, and Cardinals -4.5. All right, now let's talk about our 99% guarantee. Still feeling very, very good about these picks, but we can see maybe potentially one thing possibly going wrong. So let's talk it through. Here we go. The first pick in our 99% guarantee section is Titans -4. Folks, we have to bet this. How do you not bet against Urban Meyer and this Jaguars team? Huge distraction. Urban Meyer not being respected. Everybody clowning him. We read, the articles coming out this week of everybody was kind of laughing as Urban Meyer was leaving the meetings because they were like, what a clown. What is this dude doing out here? The man actively got caught in 4K cheating on his wife a little bit. How unfortunate for him, but he made his own decision. Unfortunate. Whatever the case is. Oh, hang on. Why is this? Hang on. We take this. It's closed? Why is this closed? Why are all these closed? What does that mean? Interesting. Whatever. This one's not closed. Patriots -8.5 is closed. Titans -4 is closed. What's up with that? Broncos +1, you can still bet. Interesting. Are they getting ready to kind of change this line? Unfortunate. Interesting. But whatever the case is, Titans -4. We see it here. This is what we're talking about. Let's get back to it here. Titans -4, folks. Yeah, with the whole Urban Meyer thing, you got to kind of bet against this. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars, why we have this in our 99% guarantee section is, well, there's a couple of things. One, the Titans, they got a lot of people on their potentially kind of injury report heading into this game. And then the Jaguars, maybe they use this as motivation? I don't think they do. I don't think this kind of team, gets back. I mean, they haven't been good before this kind of Urban Meyer scandal, so I don't see them kind of getting good off of this and having this kind of be the thing that bonds this team. How crazy would that be for this Jaguars team to really kind of get bonded and everybody just kind of comes together? It takes Urban Meyer getting a lap dance at a bar after a road loss. I mean, how crazy would that be? So we just have to kind of play the narrative right here. So we're going to take the Titans -4. Ryan Tannehill, obviously better than Trevor Lawrence right now. Derrick Henry going to be smashing these Jaguars defenders in the mouth time and time again. We know he runs the ball 30 times a game, and that's what we're saying right here. Is this defense willing to kind of step up, puff out their chest, and kind of go to bat for Urban Meyer? And you're going to get punched in the mouth. So I think they kind of flounder, not kind of consciously, like they're throwing in the towel actively, but I think at some point, the bullying here gets a little bit too much and the Titans run away with the game. So we're taking the Titans -4. Alrighty, our next pick right here, and I think this is pretty good value. I could have put this in our lock section too, folks, but we already had 3 locks, so we had to fit one somewhere else. But we're feeling real confident about this one, folks. Washington +2.5 at home against the Saints? Oh my goodness. This Saints offense isn't any. This is the worst Sean Payton offense ever, folks. When has a Sean Payton-led offense with Drew Brees not thrown 200 yards like every single game? I mean, when was the last time Drew Brees hasn't thrown 200 yards in a game, folks? I'm sure never. So I get Washington here at home +2.5 points here. Taylor Heineke coming back from behind and winning, and on the road against the Falcons putting up 34 points. That was great. Taylor Heineke can throw more yards than Jameis Winston consistently. What is up with that? So I don't know if it's Sean Payton holding Jameis Winston back, if Jameis Winston's holding himself back so he doesn't throw all these interceptions. It's not the players, because Marquez Callaway and Jameis Winston have a great rapport. They're kind of like, I'll say this, Jameis Winston and I just blanked on there. Marquez Callaway is kind of the same as Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett. They've got the deep ball connection going on. So I get Washington team at home here with the 2.5. The defense here isn't anything great, but what do they have to cover here for the Saints? There's no deep balls being thrown. It's not consistently going deep. They're a little bit of dink and dunk. Alvin Kamara's barely getting the ball out of the backfield. So this Washington defense can kind of maybe resurrect themselves here against this kind of lackluster Saints offense. And if this Saints, offense isn't putting up the points, Taylor Heineke will, and so will Antonio Gibson, and so will Logan. Oh no, Logan Thomas is on IR. Truly unfortunate there with their tight end. But I can still believe in Antonio Gibson, the running back, folks. I'm taking Washington here at home. I've got no trust in the Saints offense. defense. And we put this in our 99% guarantee. Maybe this is the game the Saints finally explode offensively, but we're not going to kind of, live in fear of, waiting for this Saints offense to pop off every single week. We'll take advantage of the value until they prove it. So Washington plus 2.5, folks. Love it. And then our last pick here in our 99% guarantees, we are going to take the Chargers -2. We've seen Baker Mayfield flounder a big, massive time here over the last two performances. And like we just said about that kind of Washington game, why we're taking Washington and not the Saints there, we're not going to live in fear of waiting for Baker Mayfield to get good and not take advantage of the value when we can. So Chargers -2. We just saw the defense kind of, stop that high-powered flying offense that is the Raiders with Derek Carr and all that. Kind of shut them out in the first half. Had a little bit of problems coming out of halftime, but overall they get the win, and the defense, had a couple of takeaways and looked real solid. Justin Herbert here. We know the Browns defense is great. I mean, everything about this Browns team is great besides Baker Mayfield as of right now, but I think with this Chargers defense and Justin Herbert kind of playing turnover-free football the last couple of games, that they can kind of just be cool, calm, collected. They're at home and just kind of take it, drive by drive, in stride, not get ahead of themselves, where Baker Mayfield, he has been playing ahead of himself and trying to make the big plays and not seeing the entire field. I think the Chargers make it a big, long day for Baker Mayfield, and why we also have this in our 99% guarantees. Maybe Kevin Stefanski just sticks with the running game, has Baker Mayfield throw about 15 to 19, maybe 20 times, and just kind of controls the ball with the running game, because Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt is good, but they've been throwing the ball a lot with Baker Mayfield, and he's been floundering. So we're going to bet that Baker Mayfield still flounders here. Chargers at home, coming off of extra rest because they just played on Thursday night. Extra time to prepare for this one. We're going to take the Chargers -2 here, folks. Alrighty, and then we're going to do a little bit of a bonus pick here. It doesn't fit in any category, but I'm feeling real good about this spread, folks. We're going to take the Bengals +3. Absolutely love this. I think this is a real offense here by this Bengals team. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection has been fantastic. This Packers team, they haven't really beat anybody great. I mean, they went toe-to-toe with the 49ers. Yeah, they beat the Steelers. We know the Steelers aren't a great team. They beat the Lions. We know the Lions aren't a great team. So, this Packers team, they haven't really been as explosive as we know Aaron Rodgers can be, and they just haven't really, and they've been facing lackluster talents for, Aaron Rodgers to potentially, ball out and throw 5 touchdowns and 500 yards these games, but he just hasn't been doing that. And now we get him on the road. Never a great situation with Aaron Rodgers leaving Lambeau Field. We get this Bengals team ready to prove that they're the real deal. They're 3-1, folks. That's really good. They're top of their division because everybody in their division is 3-1 besides the Steelers. Womp, womp. But I'm loving Joe Burrow here. I'm loving the confidence that he's playing with. I'm reading reports. I'm reading stories all day of, how this kind of Bengals team sees Joe Burrow. Right here, Bengals players call him Joey Franchise. That's CJ Uzomah, their great tight end, calling him Joey Franchise. They all love this man. They rally behind him. They all believe in this man. They know he can get it done, and he has been showing that he has been getting it done here. And when we look, and this is kind of interesting, if you look at just the sheer numbers, folks, this Bengals offense is basically the same thing as this Packers offense. They're basically the same here, folks. Here we go. Through 4 games, the Packers have put up 95 points. The Bengals have put up 92. Same scoring pace. The Packers have put up 1,200 yards in total. The Bengals, 1,300. Only 30 more yards. The Bengals have 30 more yards of offense than the Packers do. Passing game, basically the same. 902 passing yards for the Packers, 910 passing yards for the Bengals. 9 touchdowns passing by the Bengals, 8 passing touchdowns by the Packers. Packers only have 2 interceptions. Bengals do have 4, so that's kind of a little bit increased there by the Bengals. But then in the rushing game, 370 rushing yards by the Packers, 392 rushing yards by the Bengals. So real similar offenses right here. I get the Bengals at home. Aaron Rodgers not really being the greatest so far out here, where this is supposed to be, his season to really prove, hey, I'm the man here. Y'all are going to miss me when I'm gone. This was supposed to be his season, and he's not really doing that so far. So I'm taking the Bengals +3 at home, folks. I love the 3 points here. they're at home, and I think Aaron Rodgers, if he gets a little pressured, if he gets a little kind of, off of his mark here early on, he implodes. We see it time and time again. So Bengals at home, early slot game. I think the Bengals pull upset. I love the +3 here. This is a little bit of a bonus pick here. Bengals +3, absolutely love it.